Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
An Illinois judge is expected to rule on a temporary halt to the assault weapons ban. Hundreds of plaintiffs are seeking a restraining order on the bill. The state line's newest representative in Washington makes a stop in Rockford. Darren LaHood says he'll use his experience to represent his new district. Plus, Winnebago students showcase their artistic talents to brighten up the hallways of their school. The artwork shows off their school spirit. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Eric Wilson is off tonight. We are expecting a ruling tonight on whether a temporary restraining order will be issued on Illinois' assault weapons ban. A downstate judge is hearing the case. It stems from an emergency hearing in Effingham County Wednesday. A lawsuit filed claims the ban is unconstitutional, specifically the way lawmakers passed the law. After hearing nearly 2 hours of arguments, Judge Josh Morrison said he needed more time to review before he made a ruling. If he rules in favor of the argument presented in the lawsuit, a temporary restraining order on the ban would be issued. We'll bring you the judge's decision as soon as we have it. Free doorbell cameras handed out by Freeport police went fast. In less than 24 hours, all of the devices were spoken for. The cameras are part of a program to fight crime. People living in the areas of Empire Street to the south, Main Street and Lincoln Avenue to the north, Adams Avenue to the east, and West Avenue to the west were eligible. Winnebago County had a similar program last year that was paid for with federal COVID money. To get a free doorbell camera, homeowners have to agree to allow law enforcement to access any footage. A new report raises questions about the role humans play in the gunshot detection technology ShotSpotter. The Associated Press obtained a confidential operations document from the company. The technology is used in 140 cities all over the country, including Rockford, as a crime-fighting tool. Humans have the ultimate call in deciding whether sounds picked up are gunshots or other noises, such as fireworks. The document shows people overrule and reverse the algorithm's determination in about 10% of cases. Experts say that could allow subjectivity to creep into decision-making. The two Springfield EMS workers charged with first-degree murder were back in court this morning. A judge ruled there was enough probable cause to take Peggy Finley and Peter Cadigan to trial. Back in December, Finley and Cadigan are accused of putting Earl Moore Jr. on a stretcher on his stomach. He later died from suffocation. A bulk of the hearing today centered on a testimony from the Illinois State Police sergeant in charge of the investigation. The defense attorney spent the day trying to prove that while this may end up being called a case of negligence, they argue it definitely wasn't murder.
I will go on the record, and I don't never do this, they will never convict him of first-degree murder. Never.
Why do you say that?
Just not there. Simply not there.
The defense is also filing to reduce the bond for both Finley and Cadigan. Right now, they're both being held on a $1 million bond. Finley's attorney said they're hoping to get it set at $100,000, which means bail would cost them $10,000. Newly elected 16th District Congressman Darren LaHood makes a stop in the state line. He toured Rockford's airport this morning. LaHood got a first-hand look at the economic growth that has come about as a result of federal funding. Airport Executive Director Mike Dunn says Rockford is the fastest-growing cargo airport in the world, employing about 8,000 people. Dunn wants to work with the new representative on getting federal funding for airport projects. That includes a new airport tower that customers, including UPS, have been asking for.
We are really an old tower here, and the airlines and the customers that do business here at the airport are all pushing hard for a new tower facility.
I'm excited for the opportunity to represent the new area and be the best advocate I can, and that's part of why being here at the airport is important. I serve on the Ways and Means Committee and the Intelligence Committee, and I hope to use both those committees as a platform to best represent my district.
LaHood was able to secure funding to get Peoria Airport a new tower in his former district. A local middle school is encouraging students to get creative by letting them paint the walls. Our Nikel Delgado visited Winnebago Middle School. Nikel, how did all this come about?
Mimi, I'm told Winnebago Middle School wants the students to feel like the school is their own space. And what better way than leaving their mark with some special artwork for generations to come?
There's a couple other murals in other buildings, and I felt kind of sad when the middle school building didn't have any.
This is Beth Melanson's 5th year teaching art at Winnebago Middle School. She wants kids to want to come to school and have fun, so she challenged the art club to put a splash of color on the blank white walls, an idea that came from one of the custodians.
She had mentioned, she's like, oh, these walls are so white and so bare, you could do a Bago W right here. And I was like, that's amazing, I'm gonna make that happen.
Beth tells me her students didn't believe her at first, but they were happy to put their mark on the school in a good way. 8th grade student Mason Meekum says she's happy others will be able to see her passion for art.
I got really excited because I did my own bedroom, like I painted everything, and I did like the same thing as we're doing the confetti mural.
Principal at Winnebago Middle School, Dan Phelps, says they strive to provide a positive place for students, so allowing them to do this was a no-brainer.
School doesn't belong to the teachers or the administration. The school belongs to the students, and so a way for them to make it their own, to put their mark on it, is pretty crucial.
Our school's like really creative and everything, so I'm glad our school can let kids show their art skills and not just do it on like for grades or just paper, and let other people come into the school and like see everyone's work.
Beth is excited to see these murals come to life and hopes the idea of art will inspire the younger generation of students.
Like seeing it on paper and the sketches we've done, it's interesting, but then actually seeing it on the wall and students being like, it's so cool, when do I get to do that? And
Winnebago Middle School tells me the art won't just stop in the halls. They plan on having murals painted in the gym and the locker rooms. Mimi?
Looks good. All right, thanks, Nicole. Eyewitness News once again needs your help to support a Rockford nonprofit that rebuilds people's lives. Next Thursday, we'll host our annual An Evening for Hope telethon. It raises money for Rockford Rescue Mission. You can watch live right here on WTVO 17 from 7 until 9 Thursday night. The rescue mission provides shelter, meals, and other services for some of the most vulnerable in our community. President Biden hosts a bipartisan group of mayors at the White House to help them better implement new federal laws at the local level. Coming up, mayors share their concerns about accessing infrastructure and COVID funds and money to better protect their communities.
Our temperatures were stuck in the low 30s with overcast skies. We get to see another reminder, though, that it is still winter with our next chance for snow coming in the weekend. I'll let you know exactly how much snow we can see coming up.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Lever, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
President Biden hosted a bipartisan group of mayors at the White House today to help them better implement new federal laws at the local level. During their winter conference in D.C. this week, the local leaders have shared concerns with the administration about accessing infrastructure and COVID funds. Washington correspondent Jesse Tenor reports.
The last 2 years have been the most consequential and productive for mayors in the history of the U.S. Conference of Mayors.
Local leaders from across the country, including Columbus, Ohio Mayor Andy Ginther, thanked the Biden administration Friday for its work on federal laws that are now directly helping their cities.
We got a lot of mayors, and that's why I think we're making such progress.
The bipartisan group of mayors highlighted 2021's infrastructure law. Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt said cities are now competing for hundreds of different federal grants.
Whether it's broadband, whether it's electric charging stations, whether it's public transit, or even Amtrak.
While many mayors are still trying to get their hands on funds provided by these laws, they're also fighting to make sure Congress doesn't take any of the money back.
We need the money locally.
Before being elected mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass helped pass the American Rescue Plan in Congress to help cities recover from COVID. But Republicans who now want to cut spending could claw back any unspent funds.
All but $73 million have been allocated in the city of St. Louis, and we're going to put those funds to use.
St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones said the federal dollars will fund more infrastructure and housing needs. And Binghamton Mayor Jared Cram said cities can't afford to lose any of it.
Really, that was just a down payment, as far as I'm concerned, on the needs of American cities.
In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
We had a cloudy day to end the work week here in the state line. Coming up, we take a look at what the weekend holds, and it may include a little snow. That's coming up next.
Now, your first-warn weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Oh, we did see some of the snow that we had during the day yesterday, but it really did not account for very much as far as accumulation was concerned. Many spots a little bit further up to the north and northwest ended up seeing just a little bit more, whereas here across many parts of the state line ended up seeing just a trace amount, and most of that was mixed in with rain. We do still deal with the overcast skies during the day today. We're not really looking at a whole lot of precipitation, but the overcast skies really helping to keep those temperatures a little bit on the cooler side. We look at our SkyTrack camera in Rochelle. That's where we see the overcast skies really taking place, especially out there, and that's keeping those temperatures quite a bit lower into the day today. In addition, we also have that northwest flow that's also helping to keep us a little bit on the cooler side. Many spots down in the 20s for temperatures, especially when you look a little bit further up to the north and northwest. Here across the state line, we're right around that 30-degree mark for many of us, with a couple spots having dipped back down into the 20s, especially to the northwest. 30 degrees now, the current temperature in Rockford, 30 in DeKalb, 30 in Janesville, 28 in Monroe, with many of those wind chill values down in the teens in a couple of spots because winds are still out of the northwest at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Winds calm through the rest of the evening tonight, and temperatures continuing to fall back just a little bit further down into the low and mid 20s. 23 degrees here for Rockford. Mostly cloudy skies still remain in place, and we don't really see any precipitation until we get late into the day tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow do rebound back around that freezing mark, 32 degrees, still mostly cloudy skies. The chance for snow does arrive as we get later on into the evening and into the overnight hours as well. Futurecast continuing to keep the cloud cover around quite a bit longer, but we hold off on precipitation, as I mentioned, until we get late into the evening and overnight hours, late tomorrow night, going into the overnight hours into the early part of Sunday morning. Light snow showers continue all through much of the overnight. As we get into the later part of the morning, that's where we start to push those showers out of the area. However, we are going to be left with some slick spots, especially on untreated roadways, with temperatures remaining pretty close to that freezing mark leading up to and after this system. Eventually, though, we do get some of those clearer skies starting to work their way in. As far as total snowfall is concerned, we're not looking at a whole lot from this system. Many spots seeing anywhere from a trace to about 2 inches at the most. Further up to the northwest, may end up not seeing any snow at all, or at least not any accumulating snow from this system. However, there is another weather system that works its way in for the middle part of next week. That's one we still have to keep an eye on as far as accumulating snow is concerned. The track's still quite a bit uncertain, as this is quite a few days out, but still one that could have a higher potential as stronger impacts, but uncertainties are quite a bit higher as well. Now, we do have to watch out for that system, but temperatures in the meantime are a little bit lower than where we have been, still above normal in the low 30s. That chance for snow for the weekend, and then we're a little bit cooler with that after that weather system toward the middle of next week.
All right, thanks, Jordan. We have breaking news to tell you about. An Effingham County judge has granted a temporary restraining order against the assault weapons ban that became law earlier this month. The ruling only applies to the plaintiffs in the case. The lawsuit alleges that the state legislature broke several processes outlined in the Constitution in how it passed the law. No part of the lawsuit questions if the law violates the Second Amendment. It's the first legal ruling on the law since it was passed. Scott's in next with sports. He says we'll have chances to see the Ice Hogs in action tonight. He'll fill us in on their opponents. And he'll also bring us up to speed on tonight's high school basketball matchups.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
The Ice Hogs ready to play two this weekend at the BMO. First up, it's the Springfield Thunderbirds tonight. It's Springfield's first ever trip to Rockford. The Thunderbirds are currently in 8th place in the Atlantic Division. The Hogs made a trip to Springfield in early December and won that game 4-2. Former Ice Hogs Matthew Highmore and Dylan McLaughlin now play for Springfield. Tomorrow night, the Chicago Wolves will be in town, and that means Ice Hogs All-Star David Gust will be going up against his old teammates that he played with last season when the Wolves won the Calder Cup.
Yeah, it's cool being on the other side this year. Had a lot of good memories winning the Calder Cup with them last year. So it's always cool to go back to that barn and relive those memories.
High school basketball fans will be out the door tonight to check out some action, and there's a wide selection of games. Here's the Nick 10 boys schedule. Auburn at Freeport, Belvedere at East, Belvedere North at Boylan, Guilford at Jefferson, and Hononegah at Harlem. In Big Northern boys basketball, Lutheran at Dixon looks to be the premier matchup. The other games are Rockford Christian at Genoa Kingston, Stillman Valley at Winnebago, Oregon at Byron, and Rock Falls at North Boone. Reagan Holgate and I will have the action covered at 11 o'clock on Overtime on Fox 39. We'll also be joined by Rockford Christian coach Isaiah Johnson, and we'll look at the possibility of a shot clock becoming a permanent part of high school hoops in this state. This continues to be a roller coaster season for the Fighting Illini. They took another big dip last night. They were overwhelmed by the Indiana Hoosiers and lost 80-65. They could not handle Indiana's big man, Trace Jackson Davis, who will no doubt be a top 10 NBA draft pick. He had 35 points and 9 rebounds. The Illini also had a cold shooting night. They made only 38% of their shots from the field and only 8 of 19 from the free throw line. It's another learning experience for this team.
They're really good. They look like a team that had 5 days off and prepared for us. We look like a team who had been 19 straight days without a day off. And you can't miss 14 free throws. You can't miss 13 layups and beat a good team.
Well, if I was only allowed to watch one NFL playoff game this weekend, it would be the Cowboys taking on the 49ers Sunday at 5:30 on Fox 39. The boys were in top form last Monday when they knocked out Brady and the Buccaneers 31-14. When Dak Prescott plays well as he did that night, the Cowboys do well. Well, they perform though well against a tough Niners defense. And can Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey continue their amazing play for the Niners? Mike McCarthy is impressed with Purdy.
I think it's, great example of it. It's not where you start. It's where you finish in this, and he's off to a great start. Super productive. Love his instinct. Like the way he plays the game.
They're a good team. They've been it all year. Probably looked at their best on Monday night, which you expected them to.
And that's sports. We'll be right back.
Well, the precipitation from yesterday is gone. We still deal with the overcast skies there on the first floor and interactive radar from Rockford Auto Glass and more. Temperatures this week are a little bit cooler than where we have been, but they are still above normal for this time of year. Down in the low 30s for those high temperatures throughout the weekend. Late tomorrow night going into the early part of Sunday, that's when we get our next chance for snow. Not a whole lot of accumulation, but still some chances for some slick spots. And then another weather system to watch toward the middle of next week.
All right, thanks, Jordan, and thanks for watching. Have a good evening.